Okay, so today we're going to talk about two really big words. The first word is right here. It says symmetrical. Say that word with me. Symmetrical. Symmetrical means the same on both sides. It's the same on both sides. So if we look at the Very Hungry Caterpillar book, and here he is when he's turned into a butterfly, if we part this down the middle, we can see that there's a wing on this side and there's a wing on this side, and there's an antenna over here and an antenna over there. And we know that a butterfly is symmetrical. He's the same on both sides. Here's another picture of a butterfly. See how he has a wing up here and a wing up here? And each wing has the same spots because butterflies are symmetrical. How about the very lonely firefly? If we make a vertical line down the middle, he would have two wings over here and two wings over here, and three legs over here and three legs over here, and one eye over here and one eye over here, because the firefly is symmetrical. But this word says asymmetrical. That means not the same on both sides. So Mrs. Gilliam has some pictures here, and we're going to look and see if we can determine, if we cut this in the middle, if it's going to be symmetrical or asymmetrical. Cut. Is it the same on both sides? No, a key is not symmetrical. It's asymmetrical. So we'll put that one over here. All right, I have a green square. I'm going to cut it right down the middle. I'm going to do a vertical line. Is this square the same on both sides? Let's see. Are they exactly the same? They are. If you cut a square in half, it makes two rectangles, but it makes two symmetrical rectangles. That one is symmetrical. Let's cut a pencil in half. I'm going to make a vertical line right down the center. Now look at the pencil. Is it the same on both sides? Well, on this side is the part that you write with, and on this side is the eraser part. The pencil is asymmetrical. Asymmetrical, it is not the same. Okay, here's a heart shape. I'm going to make a vertical line. Cut. Is the heart the same on both sides? It is. This is symmetrical. A heart cut in down the vertical line is symmetrical. Okay, now I'm going to get really tricky on you. Let's try to cut the same heart using the horizontal line. Let's cut it in half. Now look at the halves of the heart. Do they look the same? No. When we cut the heart with the horizontal line, we get the bumps of the heart at the top and the point of the heart at the bottom. Now the heart is asymmetrical. It is not the same. Do you remember about the butterfly? Is the butterfly symmetrical? Is it the same on both sides? Or is it asymmetrical? Let's see. Is it the same on both sides? Can you see two wings on this one? And two wings over here? And one antenna over here? And one antenna over here? A butterfly is symmetrical. Let's try a couple more. Here's a bumblebee. Let's cut the bumblebee using the vertical line right down the middle. Okay, over here, let's count his legs. 1, 2, 3. Let's count his legs over here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's the same. Let's see, let's count his wings over here. 1. Let's count his wings over here. 1. Oh, that's the same. I think this is symmetrical. Let's check his antenna. 1 antenna, 1 antenna. A bee cut in the vertical line is symmetrical. Let's try the map of Ohio. This is the state that we live in. Let's cut it in half this way. Is that the same shape? Is it symmetrical or asymmetrical? This has got a sharp point up here, but it doesn't have a sharp point over here. This has a jagged line down here, but it doesn't have a jagged line here. This is asymmetrical. It is not the same. How about a triangle? Let's cut the triangle in half. What do you think? Is the triangle the same on both sides? It is. A triangle is symmetrical. Okay, now I'm going to get tricky again. I'm going to do a little boy. I'm going to cut him right. I'm going to use the vertical line. I'm going to cut it right in half. All right. The little boy has one hand over here and one hand over here. 1 foot over here, 1 foot over here. The little boy is symmetrical. When we make a vertical line down the middle of our bodies, we are symmetrical. We have one arm over here and one arm over here, one eye on this side and one eye on this side. We are symmetrical. Okay, now here's the tricky part. What if I cut the people using the horizontal line? Now is she symmetrical? No, because she has feet down here and a head up here. When we make a horizontal line, we are asymmetrical. But when we make a vertical line, we are symmetrical. I got tricky on you. All right, how about the United States flag? We could cut it this way or this way. Let's cut it this way today. Is the flag the same on both sides? Is it symmetrical? On this side we have stars, but no stars over here. Look at our boards. Is it symmetrical? Is it the same? Or is it different on both sides? Did you guess right? It's asymmetrical. The flag is asymmetrical. Well, I was thinking about something else that we could do today to talk about symmetry or symmetrical. And so I drew a picture of a butterfly. I folded my paper in half and I drew half of the butterfly. I'm going to finish cutting him so you can see. So I made just half of the butterfly on my paper, and then when you open it up, you get the full butterfly. But we're going to practice doing symmetry or symmetrical art. This is so exciting. All right, I'm going to show you. We're going to paint on just half of the butterfly. And I'm going to do something tricky with my paint. I'm going to make just paint on this side, not over here. See where it's folded? We're just going to paint on one side. This is so tricky. We're going to do some magic with our art today. All right, I'm going to put some spots over here. Oops. I'm using primary colors. Primary colors are yellow, red, and blue. And I'm just painting on half of the butterfly. I'm not doing any paint over here. And I'm going to put some red really close to my yellow because we're going to do some magic in a little bit. Do some red spots. This is very exciting. I love art that turns into magic. I'm going to do some blue spots. Oops, this is Gillian. I mixed up the paint. Okay, now here's where the magic comes. I'm going to fold my butterfly back in half and I'm going to rub really gently. Wait till you see what happens in this art. It's going to surprise you, I think. Oops. Rubbing really gently. Pushing my paint together. Here it comes. Here comes the magic. Ta-da! Now I have a symmetrical art. It's the same on both sides. There's a yellow dot over here and a yellow dot over here. And when you mix yellow and red, you get a little bit of orange. Can you see that orange in there? And when you mix blue and red, you get a little bit of purple. Can you see the purple in there? Can you see that this spot on this side is the same on this side? We have made a symmetrical butterfly. Symmetrical means the same on both sides. I hope you have fun making symmetrical objects in your house. You can make a butterfly, or you can just take a paper and do it in half. It doesn't have to be a butterfly. As long as you paint on just half, you will have a symmetrical art. I'll show you one more time. We'll do some blue here. We're only going to paint on half. Do some red. Do some yellow. And then fold up your paper. Rub really gently. Open up your paper and you'll have symmetrical art. See you next time.